We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. Texas Rangers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Colby Allard wins. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on. Brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope, it'll stay up long enough to be run down. Ball game is over. 8-3 is today's final. The Tigers get their 20th home. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball. Ready with the 0-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner scores from third as the...
Here now is our final line score tonight.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major. So come 2-1, here it is. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Take a 3-0 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Junior Avery will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the... Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Polanco, but he won't get there. It falls in. Game, Detroit took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Daniel Norris with his 4th. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, now at the plate, Junior Avery. He flew out and
elevated to get the party started.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension.
With a base hit into the outfield. The 0-1 offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a... At the plate, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters. And when
the final line score for our ball game tonight.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Now batting.
His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. For the final tally, Minnesota win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good... Stepping in. The 1-0. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will. This one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty,
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of...
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the...
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. Now to the plate, Junior Avery.
Themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch, as this is a beauty to end the inning. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Stepping up now, Junior Avery.
He throws you a 4th.
Come on, big guy. See it up. Drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw will be too late. Ready once again, Junior Avery handled over 90 innings pitched and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate. Final. Detroit used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Michael Fulmer. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Next up for Detroit.
The way to get on.
Lined hard toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And the Tigers are in business to start the inning. They've got a leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasted.
Here's the 0-1. Grounded softly to the right. Throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. In the 4th and held on until the end. Josh James earns his 6th winning decision. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball. Bottom of the 3rd now. Next for the Tigers.
Rush a heater right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Bradley on the run. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. Second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. And he sends it the other way toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a cost.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Swing and a liner.
Get down, ball. Get down.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the lineup flips over and digging in.
If it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double.
That ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an ease.
Trying to pick things up where he left off.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3.
Man, he's wishing right. Probably his last at bat of the game, leaving him 1 leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless,
the Detroit Tigers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Marcus Stroman. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store. The Detroit Tigers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Daniel Norris. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. At the plate.
Necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's safe.
Sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I could think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he is in there and stepping in, Miguel Cabrera. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Back on it is the left fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This arm, he's 0 for 4. Heading out toward shallow right. Scope ranging into the outfield, but it's the right fielder that gets there to second of the year.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Base. Took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Ryan Barucki earns win number 7. We are are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. Score. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. 10 We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball. So digging in now, Junior Avery, and we are set for
4-pitch walk.
And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now this is out in front, maybe tough to get to. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, them to the wind.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the